Hello and welcome. I'm Raghav, and today we are going to learn checkpoints in Katalon Studio. This is going to be very interesting. We will see what are checkpoints, how do we create and run checkpoints. So let's get started and let us see what are checkpoints. So checkpoints are a snapshot of a data taken at a specific time. For example, let's say if I go to my if we refer our last session, we had created a test data in an Excel file. Okay, so if I just show you that, let's say, for example, this data that we have here, in case I create a checkpoint with this data, it will be like a snapshot of this data at this particular time when I created the checkpoint. Okay, so this is what checkpoint is: snapshot of a data taken at specific time. Now, what does it do? How does it help us? Is suppose we want to check before running our test, we want to check that our test data that we are going to use is correct, it has not changed. Maybe it is coming from a Excel file or a CSV file or from a database or from Katalon Studio internal source. We want to make sure that it is not changed. So in that case, we can create a checkpoint and run the checkpoint so to verify that the data has not changed. So let's see how to do this. We will first create a new checkpoint in Katalon Studio. So open your Katalon Studio, and here you can see, if I go to File, New, you will see an option here for checkpoint. Okay, so it is here, or I can directly go to the checkpoints folder. You can see a checkpoints folder in the test explorer, and you can do a right click here and say new checkpoint. You can also organize in folders, or I'll just click on checkpoint, and here we get a option to create a checkpoint. Okay, so these are the options to create a checkpoint. Now you can name it anything. Let's say I will call it as checkpoint 1, and then we have got an option to create the or select the data type. So whether you want to select whether you want to use a test data which is a test data already added in your project, like we did in the last session when we were learning data driven testing, or if you want to use a separate Excel file for this, or a CSV file, or a database data. All these options are here. Let us first see test data. That means a data that is already added in our project. Description is optional. I will say finish, and you can now see here it asks us to browse the test data. Now you can see here, if I go to my data files folder, this is the test data that we added in our data driven testing session. This is what I'm going to use here. I'll click on browse and select this, so it will show you a list of all the test data added in your project, and I will say okay. And now after doing this, so we have done step number 2. After browsing and adding the data source, make sure to click on the take snapshot button. Okay, so we have to click on take snapshot, and now you can see the data in its current form is now added here. Okay, also you will observe that with each data value you can see these check boxes. So we have got an option. Katalon Studio gives us an option that it's not necessary that you have to make sure you have to check the entire data of the file or whatever source you are using, because it may happen that some data will change and we want it to change. It is expected to change, and we don't have to check that data, because otherwise it will fail every time and show us that this data has changed, and we want to ignore it. Therefore we can just only select the data that we want to check. Okay, so you can check the check boxes for the data that you want to check, and you can leave the rest. Okay, so this is what we have done as step number 4. Check the data you want to add to the checkpoint, and now we will use any existing test case or create a new test case, and we will add the keyword verify checkpoint. So make sure that you save your project, and I will go to the test cases. Let us create a new test case. I will click on right click and say new test case, and I will call it as checkpoint demo. Okay, and here I'll click on this add to add a keyword, and you can either select from the drop down or start typing verify checkpoint. you will see, let us see here, it should be, yes, verify checkpoint is here. Or if you want, you can also refer it from the keywords browser here. So if you go to keywords browser, built-in keywords, WebGUI keywords, go to utilities folder, and you will see this verify checkpoint is here. Okay, if you want, you can click on this I button and get more information about this keyword. So I have added this verify checkpoint, and now in the input section we will add the checkpoint. I'll double click here, and the first thing is we will select the checkpoint that we have added in our project. So make sure that after adding the checkpoint you save your project, and only after that it will be visible here. So select this, and then we have this option to log changed values. So in case any values changes that you are checking in the checkpoint and you want that the changed value should be logged in the logs, you can make it as true. So I'll just make it as true and OK and save. Okay, so we have done this, and now we can try to run and check. So let's save and run, and this time this should pass because we have not made any changes to our original data. So this should pass. Let's see. And yes, looks like it has passed. Yes, everything is okay. You can see it has passed. Now let us make some changes. So I'll just go to the original data, that is the Excel file that we are using here, and I'm going to make some changes in the value that we are checking in the checkpoint. So make sure it will only check the values that you have checked. Okay, so you can see this value I have checked, this is what I have checked, this is what I have checked, so only this will be checked. So let's say instead of this admin 123, I will say admin let's say 246. Okay, and I will save and close this, and you can see I have not made any changes in my project. It's only the original test data that I have changed. And I'll just now go back to Katalon Studio and just run the test again. So I'll go back to my test and run the test, and let's see if it is able to find out that we have made some changes and it is able to log the changed values. So you can see it has failed. That means it is working fine. It has failed, and you can also see it is shown that the checkpoint has failed. If I go to this, if I change the tree view to this view, you can also see it says checked value does not match at position row number 2 and column 1. Checked value was admin 123, but current value is admin 4246. So it is working fine. So this is how you can use a checkpoint, and it can be very handy, as I have told you in the beginning, that let's say you are using a test data in your test case and you want to check that the test case data is not corrupted, it has not changed, so that you can save a lot of time and effort. In case something has changed and the test fails, then you will come back and do all the troubleshooting and find out that okay, the failure was due to the test data changed, and you can skip, and you can make sure that you can avoid all that troubleshooting time, effort, and all this you can avoid by just using this checkpoints and making sure that the test data has not changed. And also let me show you, if I create, let me create one more checkpoint here. I will say this is checkpoint 2, and this time I'm going to select let's say database data and say finish. Now this time you will see we get a option to create a SQL query, and we can run the SQL query, and the result of the SQL query will be shown here, and you can take a snapshot the same way and then check the data that you want to check, and then in a verify checkpoint keyword you can select this checkpoint that we have created, checkpoint 2, and then whenever there will be any changes in those values that you have checked in the database, it will again show you. And you can also see here if you are using database, you will also have to go to project settings and do connection to your database by going to database, and you can do the connection. So whether you are using MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle SQL, PostgreSQL, you can see these examples, and first make the connection, test the connection, and then you can use this database option. Now this is also available for test data. This was something I forgot to show you in the last session when we were learning data driven testing. So if you create a test data and select database data as the option, you can see again we get an option to run a SQL query, and the result of this SQL query will be shown here, which can be used as your test data. And of course for this again you will have to make connection with your test data in your project settings. And you can also create a test data by using Katalon Studio's internal data, which will give you options to create rows and columns. So you can just keep on adding the rows like this, and then you can keep on adding columns for the values, and then you can use this as well. Okay, so this was something I missed to mention in the last session, but now you can know that this is all options we have. Okay, so this is how we can use checkpoints in Katalon Studio. I hope this was very useful. I will see you in the next session. Thank you for watching, and never stop learning.